Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign, a fixed earth sign ruled by the bull, known as the bull. Taurus is a sign that I would describe as a garden that's been plotted out, and that's the stage of life we're discussing. It's a garden that we've plotted every aspect of it. We have decided pre gardening where we're going to put each and every vegetable or flower, and we know what we're going to do next. It's all set in a grid, and we're ready to do it. And now all we do is go about with this plan that we've formulated and formed. So Taurus, that's fixed earth sign, fixed multiplicity earth element. So Taurus is ruled by the planet Earth and Venus. These are the traditional ruling planets for the Taurus zodiac symbol, and we know this to be why Taurus is involved with the things that are more earthly, earthly categories such as food making, cooking, gardening, anything that is sensual, feels nice on your body, to your skin, like, clothes, fashion. I'd say that there's a fashionable kind of element to Taurus, or being very aware of their possessions and how they tune them and keep them neat, keep them worth having at this particular time in their life. They're very aware of it. They're very aware of the home. So Taurus is a ruler of the home, has a lot to do with the home, Venus and Earth. These are traits that are going to make this zodiac sign more happy to be taking care of a house, or more capable of all these things that a house requires to be kept up. And they're more likely to be the ones that have food in their fridge when you come over, and isn't just like appears to be in a starving state, appears to be neglecting that area of their life. They're very grounded. So that's an earth quality, and that's an air quality as well, is to be the more grounded and practical people, the more thinking people, thinkers. So that's earth magical power. That's the practicality, the groundedness, and the being aware of what they can do here on this manifestation, on this planet, with the resources they have. And they're making sure that they're making the best use of that resources. So for an earth sign in particular, that shows through how much foreplanning they do and forethought. There's a lot of forethought that goes into these zodiac signs lifestyles. They use forethought primarily. That's a very big power for an earth sign. So I wanted to bring up the ruling planets again, the Venus and the Earth compatibility. Keeps these zodiac signs very in touch with what is happening immediately in the environment, what's happening in their close groups of friends. They might be more emotionally compatible with people than any other kind of sign, any other sign. They might be more capable of talking people through their problems, or seem reserved to some degree, have this really rooted personality that's very difficult to shake. And also this will play into one of their downfalls, which will be stubbornness of a kind. It'll be a stubbornness, and they call them the bull, or a better term might be than stubborn is quick to get excited and difficult to move from that excitement. So a kind of easily elicited stubbornness, and maybe some pettiness. So there's a touch of status seeking, I think, to some earth traits, and that doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. I'm not saying status seeking as a bad quality, or I'm saying it objectively as some type or character that is interested in seeing material gains, seeing gains as to climbing certain ladders, in life, social ladders, career related ladders. Career would definitely be a strong suit for any Taurus connection, any Taurus conjuration, or if you're in your Taurus side. So if you're connecting with Taurus energy, you are being very fixed in your way of approaching earthly problems, and you're being very on top of anything that's a problem to your house and your monetary situation. That would be acting in your Taurus. That would be acting through Taurus, as Taurus. So that would be contacting, these Venus and Earth elements. And something that might be interesting to you to know is the astrological symbol for Earth is a symbol we've all seen, most likely, in other places. The astrological symbol for Earth is a circle with a crossroad inside it. That's the symbol. It's the circle with the XY axis on it. That's the symbol for Earth, which would be worthy of meditating upon when anxious to contact Earth, to contact Taurian energy as well. You could benefit from that. I've said in a few other videos, I like to meditate upon the planets, the ruling planets, to get a closer idea of what these zodiac signs are like, and what they might desire, or what I need to do to get closer to this particular side of me, or how do I strengthen these aspects inside me, since the one contains the all, and we could all use strengthening in different areas of ourselves. All of life is us. We're working on certain parts of ourselves, and inevitably some other part gets fallen down, or a little bit neglected. So, but that deserves its own video. How we decide what areas of our lives we're working on, and so on and so forth. So what else can we say about Taurus? I really imagine a very fertile dirt plot that has been lined out. Everything has been very neatly gridded out. There's no worries left at all. They're not going to be thinking twice about what to do. They won't have to change any plans. They won't be interested in it. And that's why a fixed sign is, the kings of being more stubborn. And it's always a graceful thing. I'm never saying that as any one zodiac sign is more cranky than anyone else. That would be a bigger problem than something to do with your zodiac sign. So fixed has the more stubborn mentality, and it can be a positive, it can be a negative, as anything can be. There's a lot of different types of people out there. So, a dirt plot that's been very neatly lined out. They are very sensitive, and Taurus is an earth sign, which is a receptive, a feminine sign. So the mode of Taurus is receptive and receiving as opposed to giving, and naturally is comfortable in the receiving mode and not the giving mode as much. So they're very sensitive creature. Taurus is a very sensitive creature, very sensual too. So that would mean it's the earth magic that they're going out on. They're going out to make these plans that they very carefully put together, make them manifest. I would say that since they can be very sensitive, they can be very anxious, and they want to, their way of dealing with anxiety, that all people feel anxieties or have to deal with anxieties have a way, and their method is to grid the whole thing out, plot the whole thing out, just go with the plan that they set up and not really stray from that. At least not without a lot of effort put into it and research put into it and how they're going to do it. So that's a very key word for Taurus, plan and staying with the program that they set up, that they signed up for, that they are determined to do. So very determined, very persistent, and very knowledgeable in earthly possessions and places and techniques of connecting and being in tune with your physical body. Very masters of the art of sensuality and having a body, a physical form. I would definitely contact Taurus as well, in the case that I needed help in manifesting certain things in my life, manifesting certain visions into my life. I would say manifest is a very powerful keyword for the Taurus. Manifest, since they are masters of earth magic and taking care of earthly problems in the most wise way they can. Very practical and level-headed. Definitely will be a very good mothering kind of energy and presence. Very good mothering kind of friend. If you had any problem, they will give you 4 solutions to that problem, so that's someone who you could talk to about anything, and they would give you a lot of things to consider. A lot of things to consider. They're very solution-minded, and they're not ashamed to walk through every lane and see what their options are. So that's their power and their unique mystique. That's what I would share with you about Taurus.